And until we really address the true solution, it's going to happen year after year. Check the record. 2008, 2007, through 2006, 2005, 2004, 2003, 2002, 2001, 2000, and go back, and you will see that there has been a continuous murder rate of young people during the summer months in this city. So all the PR, public relation, and propaganda games that are being played to say we're dealing with the social and economic conditions of the community and our youth killing youth is not working. So I'm just of the belief that if a thing is not working, you have to throw it out and you have to come up with a new system. You have to. You see, what happens is people play mind games with us. They don't offer solutions, but they get up and they offer what's called public relation speeches. Public relation, PR, means they get before the public, they give a speech, and they show strength to bring together other leaderships from different communities, elected officials, the clergy community, the community activists, so-called community activists, and what they do is they bring them all together and they stand around the news cameras and they talk about how we must stop violence in the city. We must stop youth from killing youth in the city. We must stop black on black crime in the city. But they don't put forth the resources to stop crime in our inner city communities, to stop youth from killing youth within our inner city community. And that's the problem we have when we look at youth killing youth. And let me tell you, because see, my passion is youth. My passion is youth. I've been involved with youth 28 years. With youth. And you know, I get some phone calls every now and then asking me to come speak at a youth rally or be involved with youth. And whatever I'm doing, usually I drop what I'm doing to go be a part of it because that's my passion, the babies. Because our youth is our future. And if you don't instill some principles in our youth, if you don't instill viable programs in our youth, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them. And the only place we're losing them to is to jail and the grave. We're not losing them to colleges. We're not losing them to good paying jobs. And what happens is we have to put programs in our community that revitalize the mindset of our young people, to make them realize that they are precious and they must value and respect one another, value and respect adults, value and respect life. You see, we have an entity in this city that really not concerned about the course and the direction of our youth until the negative elements, the crime environment affects their home, affects their community. Then those power structures that want to find solutions to drugs, solution to gangs, solution to illegal activities in our communities, when it begins to affect their communities. When it begins to affect their communities. But you see, what we have to do is we have to pool resources together to create youth programs to keep our kids busy. Because I keep telling you, when we were growing up as kids, there was an old saying, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And it's the same thing today because we have no programs in our community to affect change among our youth, to stop these killings. You see, what happens when you have poverty, you have lack, and you have need, you create an environment of illegal activities. You create an environment of crime. You create an environment where our youth are going to wind up in jail. Because I keep telling you the difference in poor communities, poor intercity communities, and more wealthier communities and wealthier suburbs where there's wealth in those communities. They have the financial resources to put their kids in programs. I'm the coach, Mayden, and I want all of you out there in TV land that's watching this show to know that we're come on at different dates and different times. And all you have to do to know when we're coming on is to log on to my website at memayden.com. That's www.memayden.com for the dates, time, and locations. Now when you log on to our website, just link on to the Coach TV schedule, and it'll tell you every day and time that we're coming on each month. After school programs and summer programs to keep their kids busy, to keep them out of trouble. You know, I was talking with my doctor, and he was laughing and telling me about his 16-year-old boys, how he sent them off to boot camp, and he was just laughing about what they had to do and so on and so forth in the boot camp. But the point being is he had the financial resources to send his kids away for the summer, to give them an opportunity to experience something different in boot camp. And then I talked with different people with money, good paying jobs. And most of them during the summer months or after school, they have their kids in dance classes, karate classes. They have them in Little League Baseball, soccer leagues. They have them in theater programs. They have them in programs, active music classes, active, where they're doing something basically 5, 6, 7 days a week to keep themselves busy and to keep their kids out of trouble. But when you're dealing with socially and economically deprived communities, parents do not have the dollars nor the resources to put their kids into after-school programs. So consequently, their kids are out on the streets with nothing to do. And when you give a young mind nothing to do, they're going to create something to do. And if they have to create something illegal, it's going to be something illegal. Because the powers that be will not invest dollars into youth programs. They don't really care about the destruction of our youth.